What is up, guys? So in this video, I do want to talk about Jasmy. I think Jasmy is probably one of the most underrated coins out there. It is a top gainer today, up 10.8% in the last 24 hours. If we have a look at the crypto bubble right here, you guys can see right here that fart coin is up 54%. I mean, how can you even make a video and have fart coin in the top 100 cryptocurrency right now, sitting at a market cap at $1.2 billion? But Jasmy right here, currently sitting at a market cap of $1.9 billion. And the big question is, can Jasmy go back to the all-time high peaks at $3, $4? Now, I know a lot of people might call Jasmy a scam and whatnot. The circling supply and the max supply is pretty much fixed. So you're not going to have more than 50 billion tokens. That's number one. And number two, can this actually go back to $5? Because if we have a look right here in terms of market cap, in terms of price, sorry, and let me just take out the log. You could see that it's pretty much all the way down at 4 cents. And if this does pretty much go to the all-time high, I mean, you're looking at pretty significant gains, right? So if I have a look right here, let's just do some quick calculation. We're going to do 4.28, and then we're going to go ahead and divide that by 0.039 or 0.04. That is approximately 109x from here. Now, can this thing really 109x from here? Well, if we have a look at the market cap, the fact that the market cap right now is currently sitting at $1.9 billion, the market cap would have to be approximately, over $200 billion. Is that possible? It's not impossible, but I don't know if it's probable in this bull market. Okay, so we're gonna have to see what happens. Can this go to $1? Maybe. It's very, very possible, sitting at a rank 74. Can this go to $48 billion market cap? Very, very possible. Is it probable once again? Maybe, maybe not. We're gonna be having a look at these two charts on Bitcoin, and we're gonna be having a look at the Jasmy chart. But overall, guys, I do think that Jasmy is still underrated in terms of market cap. $1.9 billion is still very, very low in my honest opinion. I think we're gonna have a big breakout in the coming weeks, especially in January. So we're gonna have to keep an eye on that. By the way, if you guys do want to join my Discord, link is in the description below. You guys can pretty much make a bunch of trades with me. You guys can see right here, my team, my VIP members are pretty much up 94%, 104% right here. They're absolutely cooking. Okay, so if you guys do want to join that, make sure you guys click on the link in the description below. You could go ahead and chat, have fun. A lot of people need a group to pretty much make it in the bull market, and if you don't have that team, it's just going to be very hard for you to pretty much make it. So anyways, having a look at Bitcoin real quick. So we know Bitcoin's king, Bitcoin's the leader. We need to talk about Bitcoin, and whatever Bitcoin does, we know altcoins are going to do. Obviously, if we have a look right here on the right side of my screen, Bitcoin is currently at 4.8%, which is very bullish. So like I said, when Bitcoin goes up, altcoins go down or go up, and when Bitcoin goes down, altcoins go down as well. So obviously very interesting to see what's going to happen right here. And the big question is, will Bitcoin pretty much break all the way to $100,000? So we could see right here, the VPVR point of control is actually sitting at 98,500, 98,600 right now currently on Bitcoin. And the big question is, will Bitcoin pretty much break this POC level or the point of control, which is actually given? It's where the most volume has mostly been traded since November 10th, 2024. So pretty much we've been trading around this zone right here for over a month, or most of the volume has been around this area right here, and we usually have massive moves. So you guys can see right here, we did have an explosion or massive downtrend. We did have another explosion away from the VPVR, or another massive dump and another rejection. And the big question is, are we going to have a rejection right here, and will Bitcoin revisit 87,144 before end of new year? Now, we know, guys, we know what happened last year. Bitcoin pumped a little bit, and then when Christmas happened, the 25th, all the way until the end of New Year's, Bitcoin pretty much dumped. Now, it didn't dump that much. We did have like a 10% dump. Now, of course, if we have a look right here at the chart, 10%, I'm not saying we're going to dump 10%, but if we have a look, $87,000, 88 is approximately 10% from here. So obviously, the 10% back then, when you're sitting at like a 20,000 market cap, or 40,000, it's not going to look as big. It's only going to be a $4,000 dump instead of a $9,500 dump. So obviously, this is definitely something to pretty much keep an eye on. If you guys are a trader, especially futures trader, you should always be using Bitcoin as your main indicator as a technical analysis, because most of the time, not most of the time, but a lot of the times, I should say, altcoins will follow what Bitcoin does. And pretty much, guys, if you also missed my diamond signal right here on pretty much H bar, I pretty much made a call on H bar right here. Sorry, right here, long 8 bar at 28.1, and pretty much this thing exploded from the falling wedge right here. You guys can see this was the falling wedge on H bar on the daily time frame. So looking pretty darn good right now. It looks like my target will get up My traders are actually up 300% right now trading H bar, and it looks like our target will be reached. So it's only a matter of time. Anyways, having a look at Jasmy real quick. This is Jasmy on the daily time frame. Okay, you guys can see that things is absolutely cooking. We could see that we are oversold right here on the stochastic RSI, and it's kind of doing the same thing at like H bar. By the way, we are seeing this. I don't know if it's a falling wedge. It's more like a bull flag or a bull pennant. But you guys can see right here, this thing could be getting ready for a massive move. And obviously, this was a downwards channel right here. We did peak on the 6th of December, and this thing has been consolidating and bouncing up and down. Now, I will be giving a call, okay, with the stop loss, risk management, leverage included, if you guys join my Patreon below. And the big question is, are we going to see that, or are we going to see another dump to the downside? Now, like I said, if Bitcoin does dump like the past previous years, we're most likely going to see Jasmy consolidate and stay in this level right here. Now, if we have a look right here at the weekly time frame, obviously stochastic RSI are looking a little bit tired. They are coming to the downside, which is not really the most bullish news, and we need to stay above 50 in my opinion. So we're going to reach that 50 area right here very soon. If Jasmy does break that, we're most likely going to see this pretty much falling down, and pretty much that's about it. And what else do I want to say? I also do want to talk about the VPVR volume profile real quick, because it's probably one of my favorite indicators. Let me pull the daily time frame real quick. So you guys can see right here, this is actually the VPVR volume profile on Jasmy. I do talk a lot about the VPVR on my YouTube channel, but you guys can see right, not on my Patreon, sorry, but you guys can see right here, we're most likely not going to pretty much come back down below this level. But the next point of control that we have right now at the very moment, obviously, you know, it would be this one and then this one, but right now at the very moment is probably this one sitting at 0.04. We need to see that break. Now, we do have some resistance right here. This was a support that flipped resistance, and right now the big question is this just a retest before coming back down? Now, like I said, guys, at the beginning of this video, Bitcoin usually does dump. Is this just a relief bounce? You guys can see right here, if we have a look at the stochastic RSI on Bitcoin, we were pretty oversold, sorry, on the daily time frame. Is this just a relief bounce before a continuation to the downside? That is the big question that a lot of people are asking me. And you guys can see right here, the VPVR, or the VPVR, we're currently sitting at the point of control right here at the red line. And the big question is this just a relief bounce? So we're gonna have to see what happens. If this is indeed just a relief bounce, then we could see, you know, Bitcoin coming back and retest $86,000. We're probably going to wait and see the stochastic RSI to peak above 23% before pretty much coming back down, bottoming out. In my opinion, overall, I think that crypto will be very bullish in 2025. It's only a matter of time. You guys have to be patient a little bit. If you guys do